Good morning, my dear students. Let us move on to exercise 3.2. Before moving on to that, let us recap the sign of the trigonometric functions. In first, there are four quadrants: first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. Four quadrants are there. In first quadrant, all trigonometric ratios are positive. In second quadrant, sine theta and cosecant theta is positive. Third quadrant, tan theta and cot theta is positive. And fourth quadrant, cos theta, secant theta is positive. You can remember easily by using all silver teacups. Let us move on to the exercise 3.2. First sum is find the values of other 5 trigonometric functions in exercise 1 to 5. That is, from first sum to fifth sum you need to find the other 5 trigonometric functions. The first question is cos x is equal to minus half, that they have given that x, that is theta, the angle lies in third quadrant. If it lies in third quadrant, all silver teacups, therefore tan is positive, tan and cot is positive, so here cos is negative. So before moving on to that, you need to find, this is cos x is nothing but adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. Therefore no need to write minus sign because of since lies in third quadrant it is negative. So adjacent side, if this is let us consider a right angle triangle and this angle is x and the side opposite to the given angle is opposite side, and the remaining this is the angle, side opposite to 90 degree is nothing but hypotenuse, and the remaining side is the adjacent side. Therefore adjacent side is nothing but 1 and hypotenuse is nothing but 2. By applying Pythagoras theorem, you will be getting opposite side the whole square equal to the hypotenuse squared minus the adjacent square. That is, if it is AB BC, AB squared plus BC squared equal to AC squared. From that, when you find opposite squared will be equal to 2 squared minus 1 squared, that is nothing but opposite squared is nothing but 4 minus 1, that is 3. Therefore opposite is nothing but root 3 when you take remove the square. Therefore this opposite side is nothing but root 3. Now we need to find the remaining trigonometric ratios, that is sin x, cosecant x, tan x, cot x and secant x we need to find. We know cos x, the remaining 5 trigonometric ratios we have written, and since it lies in third quadrant, sin x is negative, cosecant x is negative, only that is third quadrant tan x and cot x is positive, so write positive sign for that alone, remaining is negative sign. Sin x is nothing but opposite side divided by hypotenuse, therefore root 3 by 2. Since it lies in third quadrant, it is minus root 3 by 2. Cosecant x, it's inverse, therefore 2 by root 3. Tan x is nothing but opposite side divided by adjacent side, therefore root 3 by 1, that is nothing but root 3. Cot x is nothing but 1 by root 3. Secant x, it's inverse, minus 2 by 1, or you can write it as hypotenuse divided by adjacent side also. Similarly, you need to do the remaining sums, and second sum, third sum and fourth sum is homework. Just pause for a minute and then write the homework sums. Fifth sum is tan x is equal to minus 5 by 12, x lies in second quadrant. If it lies in second quadrant, only sin theta, that is sin x and cosecant x is positive, remaining trigonometric ratios are negative. Here the opposite side is nothing but 5 and the adjacent side is nothing but 12. So by applying Pythagoras theorem, you can find out what is the hypotenuse side. Therefore, when you apply, when you write hypotenuse will be equal to the opposite square plus adjacent square. Therefore, 144 plus 25, that is nothing but 169. Therefore, hypotenuse square is nothing but 169. Therefore, hypotenuse will be root of 169 is nothing but 13. And here sin x and cosecant x is positive. Therefore, sin x is nothing but opposite side divided by hypotenuse, therefore it is 5 by root 13. Opposite side is 5 and hypotenuse side is 13, therefore it is 5 by 13. And cosecant x, when you inverse it, you will be getting 13 by 5. And cos x, what is its adjacent side is 12 and hypotenuse side is 13, therefore 12 by 13. Since it is lies in second quadrant, it is cos x is negative, therefore it is minus 12 by 13. Secant x is nothing but its inverse. Then cot x is nothing but minus 12 by 5, it's inverse. Otherwise you can write adjacent side divided by opposite side. Since it according to the quadrant, the sign of the trigonometric ratios changes. The next question. Find the values of the trigonometric functions. You need to find what is the value, and here 6th sum is homework. Sin 765 degree. I will explain how to do, but you do it as a homework. Sin 765 degree. You know that 760. Therefore, according to the rotation, you can calculate. If you do it, it will be easy. Sin 765 degree. Therefore, it can be written as sin 720 degree plus 45 degree. Yes, it's 765 degree. Now, sin 720 can be written as 4 pi. Yes, 4 pi. 45 degree is nothing but pi by 4. I am writing in terms of pi. 360 is nothing but 2 pi. Therefore, 360 into 2 is 720. Therefore, 360 is nothing but 2 pi. 2 pi into 2 is nothing but 4 pi. Now, you need to keep it in mind whenever it is a multiple of pi. If it is pi, trigonometric ratio won't change. If it is pi by 2, trigonometric ratio will change. So here it is 4 pi. Now let me draw a unit circle. This is 2 pi. Again when you rotate, this is 4 pi. 4 pi plus. Plus means it is moving in anti-clockwise direction. Angle is positive and it is moving in anti-clockwise direction. Therefore, this is 4 pi. If it is plus pi by 4, therefore it lies in first quadrant. If it is in first quadrant, all are positive. Therefore, if I told if it is multiple of pi, trigonometric ratio will be same. Therefore, write sin as it is. Since it lies in first quadrant, it is sin pi by 4. Sin 45 degree is nothing but 1 by root 2. This is what you need to listen, observe it, and then write. The next question is cosecant minus 1410 degree. Now you need to think of it. The ratios which you know as the trigonometric values which you know as 0, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree, then 180, 270, like that only you know. So you need to write this term in terms of the trigonometric ratio which you know. Therefore, this minus 1410 degree can be written as minus 1440 degree plus 30 degree. Now, written here. Since it is minus, it is moving in which direction? Clockwise direction. Therefore, this is one complete rotation is 360. Then 720, then when you rotate two more times, you will be getting 1440 degree. That is, I am moving in clockwise direction, therefore it is negative. Now from this, they are adding 30 degree. When you add 30 degree to it, it is moving in anti-clockwise direction. When the angle is positive, it is moving in clockwise direction. Therefore, plus 30 degree. Therefore, minus 1440 degree is here. And when you add 30 degree, it lies in first quadrant. Therefore, it is positive. Therefore, you will be getting cosecant 30 degree. Therefore, cosecant 30 degree is nothing but 2. Otherwise, we can write cosecant minus how many pi, how many rotation? 4 rotations. 4 into 2 pi is nothing but 8 pi plus 30 degree. 30 degree is nothing but pi by 6. When it is pi, same ratio. Since it lies in first quadrant, same trigonometric ratio. Since it lies in first quadrant, it is positive, and you will be writing pi, cosecant pi by 6. Wherever it lies, it will have the same value. So it is cosecant pi by 6 is nothing but 2. The next value. Next question, tan 19 pi by 3. Now here you need to write according to the table. The value which is nearer to 19 is 18. Yes, 6 threes are 18. So you need to split according to that. Otherwise you can write like this. I am telling for your understanding. When you divide that, you will getting 18, the remainder is 1. Therefore, here you will be getting this quotient plus the remainder. Therefore, 6 pi, here pi is there, therefore 6 pi plus pi by 3. Now as I told already, 6 pi is positive, therefore it is moving in anti-clockwise direction. 2 pi, 4 pi, 6 pi plus pi by 3 is first quadrant. Therefore, if it is multiple of pi, trigonometric ratio will be same. Therefore, since it lies in first quadrant, it is positive. Therefore, tan pi by 3 is nothing but root 3. The next question, sine minus 11 pi by 3. Now, as I told you to divide, here when you divide, see here 11, when you divide 3 times 9, the remainder is 2. But when it's 30, but this number, 3 threes are 9 and 3 fours are 12. The number 11 is nearer to 12. So what we can do is, you can write it as minus 4 pi plus pi by 3. This is for your understanding I told. So according to the table, that according to the divisor, which number is nearer, according to that you need to write. Therefore minus 11 by 3. Therefore in multiple in third table 12 is nearer to 11. Therefore 4 threes are 12. So you are writing 4 pi minus 4 pi plus pi by 3. After writing that, check whether after taking LCM whether you are getting the same step or not, otherwise it will be wrong. So now here it is minus 4 pi. Minus 4 pi means it is moving in clockwise direction. Clock is rotating like this. Yes, it is minus 2 pi minus 4 pi plus pi by 3. Plus means anti-clockwise direction, therefore it lies in first quadrant. When it is multiple of pi, same trigonometric ratio and it is positive, therefore sin pi by 3. Therefore it is sin pi by 3, that is sin 60 degree is nothing but root 3 by 2. The next question, cot minus 15 pi by 4. Therefore in fourth table, the value which is nearer to 15 is 16. Therefore 4 fours are 16. Therefore cot minus 4 pi plus pi by 4. When you simplify, you are getting the same question. Since it is a multiple of pi, same trigonometric ratio, and 4 pi plus pi by 4, it lies in first quadrant, therefore you will be getting cot pi by 4, therefore its value is 1. Just understand and then write. It's very, very important. Thank you, students.